Right now you're sealed inside a steel sphere the size of a small car, bobbing on a calm blue ocean. In 4 hours you'll be 7 miles straight down, in the deepest place on the entire planet, where the water pushes down with the weight of 50 jumbo jets. And somehow, something down there is still alive. Welcome to the descent. This is the Mariana Trench. A scar in the Pacific floor, 1,500 miles long. At its lowest point, Challenger Deep, the sea floor drops nearly 11 kilometers. Drop Mount Everest into this trench and its peak would still be 1.5 miles underwater. You are about to sink past all of it. The hatch seals. The crane lets go. For the first 100 meters, everything is bright, warm blue light, schools of fish, the world you know. This is the sunlight zone, where almost all ocean life lives. Enjoy it. It ends fast. 200 meters down, the light dies. Blue fades to gray, gray to black. This is the twilight zone, and the only light now is the light that living things make themselves. Ghostly blue flickers drift past your window. Some of them are watching you. 1,000 meters. Total darkness. They call this the midnight zone, and it is full of things that look like nightmares: anglerfish with glowing lures, jaws of glass teeth, eyes the size of dinner plates. Down here, you don't hunt by sight. You hunt by feel, and by light you grow yourself. The pressure is climbing the whole way. Every 10 meters you descend, it stacks on another atmosphere, another whole sky's worth of weight. The hull around you is groaning. Outside, the cold is near freezing, and the dark is absolute. There is no twilight here. There never has been. 6,000 meters down, you cross into the hadal zone, named after Hades, the underworld. Almost nothing on Earth has been here. More people have stood on the summit of Everest in a single season than have ever reached this depth in all of history. At the bottom, the pressure is over 1,000 atmospheres. Picture the weight of 50 jumbo jets pressing on every square inch of your sphere. A leak the width of a hair would cut through the cabin like a laser. Out here, the ocean does not forgive a single mistake. And then, the floor. 10,935 meters. Challenger Deep. The lowest natural point on the surface of the Earth. Your lights sweep across a pale, ghostly plain of mud that has never, in all of history, felt the warmth of the sun. And here is the part nobody expects. It is not empty. Translucent fish with no scales drift over the mud. Shrimp-like amphipods swarm the lights. Giant single-celled creatures the size of your fist cling to the slopes. Life found a way into the most hostile place on the planet, and thrived. But you are not the first thing from the surface to reach this spot. Your lights catch something out of place on the sea floor. A plastic bag. A candy wrapper. We sent our garbage to the bottom of the ocean before we ever sent ourselves. Think about that. Fewer than 30 people in human history have visited this place. For decades, more humans had walked on the surface of the moon than had touched the bottom of our own ocean. You are, right now, somewhere almost no one has ever been. So is the deep ocean just a dark, dead, crushing void? Here's the part the scary documentaries leave out. The deep sea is the largest living space on Earth, more than 90% of all the room for life on this planet. And we have explored almost none of it. We have better maps of the surface of Mars than we do of our own ocean floor. Every expedition down here finds species no human has ever seen. The creatures of the trench may hold the key to new medicines, and the trench itself helps pull carbon out of our atmosphere, quietly steadying the climate of the world far above it. You begin the long climb back toward the light. Hours later, the black turns blue, the blue turns gold, and the hatch breaks the surface into open sky. Behind you, 11 kilometers down, the trench seals back into the dark, Earth's last true frontier, still waiting, still mostly unknown. If the deepest place on the planet pulled you in, you'll want to see where we go next.